A contract management system is most useful if it actually tells you the details of what's in your contracts. And contract management systems have contracts that are created within the contract management system. So for contract creation, if you create a contract within the contract management system, those details should often auto-populate to the contract management system. However, there are lots of contracts that doesn't apply to. So number one, contracts that existed before you implemented the contract management system, so-called legacy contracts. Those aren't going to auto-populate to your contract management system, but they still are in force and govern parts of your business relationships, and you need to have those details. So that's group number one. Group number two is contracts that are drafted on third-party paper. You're trying to sign up J&J or GE or Google as a client. Those contracts, they're not going to do the contract on your form agreement, right? That's generated by your document management or contract management system. And so what it means is, if you'd like to get a deal with J&J or P&G or whoever, giant company, you're probably doing it on their paper. And that means the details are not going to auto-populate to the contract management system unless you have some other sort of route of getting the things in there. Number three, sometimes things happen that where you never would have pulled the metadata in the first place, but later you come to need it. And sometimes those details have changed over time, and getting those details into the contract management system can be a real ordeal. Two examples of this are, number one, companies thinking about force majeure a whole lot more in March of 2020 than they ever did before, right? That was probably an immaterial detail that no one cared about until everybody cared about it. Another example of this from financial institutions is the change from LIBOR to the sort of replacement rates of interest. Once upon a time, LIBOR was just always assumed to be the in-force way of setting an interest rate kind of for all time until it wasn't. And this was something where banks and other financial institutions didn't really track how that came about and needed to find that out. So anyways, you got three situations, again, legacy contracts, third-party paper, and things that came up after you first set up your contract management system, where you need to know the details of a contract, not just that you have a contract between you and J&J, but what it says about stuff, like when it starts and stops, and how much people pay each other, and can they terminate? Can they terminate for convenience? What happens if you change control? Is there any exclusive right in there? What are the delivery obligations? What are the security obligations? What are the confidentiality obligations? There are hundreds of data points in contracts, and often responsible companies like to capture a whole bunch of them and put them into a contract management system so that they can act accordingly. And so over recent years, it's become really, really, really popular for contract management systems to include artificial intelligence features where they pull metadata out of contracts and put it in the contract management system in sort of disaggregated form. So if you need to see your confidentiality obligations across all your contracts or who you have publicity rights with, you could just click a couple buttons in the contract management system and find that information. But in order to find that information in the contract management system, it actually needs to be in there. And artificial intelligence can, while not perfect and may not get the right answer every single time, can go through contracts and pull that information out automatically, and has become kind of a must-have feature for contract management systems. Some contract management system vendors build this technology themselves. Others sort of are able to implement best-in-class contract AI through using an embeddable contracts AI API. And in further videos, we'll go into a lot of detail about why you might choose one over the other. But essentially, this technology, Contracts AI, can help a contract management system get the details of contracts into the right place in the contract management system without a person having to do it.